Hello friends, I hope you are well. If you're new here, my name is Val, and today's video is going to be a fun one. I have two ponies here from insert name here. They are both platinum blonde. And today's video, I'm going to be attempting to dye these to match my own hair color, which is kind of like a pinky magenta shade. Now, if you've never heard of these ponies and the brand insert name here, I do have a video going up before this one on how to style these. Now, these are synthetic hair. They're not real, so we have to use alternative methods to dye these. I can't just use the same dye that I use on my head. So I got my hands on the DYEMORE synthetic fiber dye. I have the royal purple and super pink. If you've been watching my videos and maybe forgot to subscribe, make sure to click the button and notification bell. I post videos every Thursday and I cover beauty, lifestyle, and a whole lot of DIY. So welcome to the community. Now, if you want to know how this experiment goes in dyeing synthetic hair, then keep watching. This one is the JORDYNN in platinum blonde. It has some really nice curls, and then this one, LOLA. So this one's a lot thicker and it has a swoop to it, very pretty. I did want to show you guys what they look like before I tamper with them. These can withstand some heat, so it should be okay in dyeing them, although they might lose a little bit of the swoop and the curl. So now that I've showed you what they look like, let's head on to the kitchen and get these boiling. So we are all gloved up. I have about 14 cups of water, so the pot is full, and I'm keeping the temperature at 180 to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. You want a light simmer. Now, I used 2 ounces of the super pink and 1 ounce of the purple. Now, clearly this did not end up working. It just looked fully purple, so I had to dump the water and redo it with just 2 ounces of the super pink by itself. Check your temperature again before you dip your synthetic hair, and I did this for 1 minute just to see how it would all go. I did use a website as a reference, and I'll link it down below. It's really fantastic if you are trying to dye synthetic hair. So the hair is dry already. It's a really pretty pink, but my hair is a little bit more of a brown hue, has a little bit more of a brown hue to it because I did the root color and dragged it down. So it's more like a dirty pink. I went and got the DYEMORE Sandstone. I did not get the brown because the review said that the brown looked kind of purple. I still haven't dyed this pony, so I'm gonna add a few drops of the sandstone to my pink and water mixture already, and hopefully it'll work. So I started off with half an ounce of the tan shade, but it wasn't dark enough, so I went up to a full ounce into the pot that I already had 2 ounces of super pink. Now I did a test strand and it looked fine, so I dipped the pony that I hadn't dyed yet and I left that in for 2 minutes, rinsed it and left it to dry. I did go ahead and dip the pony that I had already dyed, but I left it in the pot for less time. Okay, so it's the next day now. These are fully dry and I think I'm onto something with the color. I think the tone is right, but they're still a little too light. This was my last attempt at achieving the shade. I didn't want to boil the hair more than 3 times. I actually ended up using equal parts pink and tan. That tan shade was really not very dark. I also added the soap. The instructions state that you should add a tablespoon of soap. So I did dish soap. I dipped them for a minute. It really didn't take that long because it was already pink. It got to that perfect kind of dirty shade. I rinsed them off, and here you can see the slight difference between the two. It is really very slight, but they were dyed in different ways. I used my blow dryer on the low setting to dry them, and then I styled them. The LOLA, I used a flat iron on very low heat. These would stand, I think, up to 300 degrees or 320 degrees Fahrenheit. And I used a curling wand for the JORDYNN. Now, this is synthetic hair, so you have to hold the curl in place while it cools down so that the style actually stays in place. And here is the finished result. I'm so excited, you guys, you don't even know. I had no idea that I could get it close to mine. I thought it was gonna be super different because I used fabric dye, but I think it looks pretty good. It can be done. You can do like a dirty magenta shade. If you guys haven't seen my review on these and how to install them, I will leave a link right here so you guys can check that out. And that's it for today's experiment. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this and you found it helpful. If you liked it, make sure to share and leave me a comment down below if this is something that you would like to try for yourself. I definitely think it's super fun. I had never tried a pony before. I know, I'm late in the game, but way better than doing like a bun when I don't have time to do my hair. And you just look a lot more put together. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.